Practice complete for Team Adler, getting all the mud off this thing. It's a lot of work getting all that mud off, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of work.
Welcome everyone to the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. It is the Rockstar Battle south of the border here from Estero Beach, Mexico. Just getting started. Big turnout of spectators expected here for race day. Here we go, General Tire in the house. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Excited to be in Mexico?
Yeah.
Excellent. I see you're signing some autographs here. Awesome.
Cheers to nombre.
Oh, there you go. You got it covered.
Sign it for you.
Enjoy.
Trevor Briska, el mejor tiempo. Marihuana, lo quita el mejor tiempo.
Getting set here in the pits. This is the Production 1000 team, the Magic Dry crew of Mr. Robert Stout, Mr. Ken Stout, the legend. Great to see you guys. Big race for you, coming off a big win. I know that you have some bad memories of this track that you want to put behind you. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're just, for starters, it's just fun to be back in Mexico, man. It's a good time racing down here. Last year, we started the first race with no practice, no qualifying, had a couple bad moments, just trying to get through the most rough and gnarly track that we have on the circuit all year. So we were able to go out and qualify today, put it P1, master the rhythm section, and that's just a huge pat on our own back to be able to accomplish that for ourselves. It was one of the biggest goals we had coming into 2019.
That says a lot, because I'm hearing from a lot of guys that's a very difficult and tricky rhythm section. I heard if you don't hit the first one perfect, you could be along for the ride. What's your impression?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. And the issue is there's only one way to find out. You've either got to go 110% to make it through, and if it doesn't work the way you want it to, you bring your car back on a wrecker. You know, it's a really bad deal if it goes wrong, as some people have already found out this weekend. So just glad we were able to make it through there for Magic Drive, for Y'all Power Suspension. We've just come such a long way in the 1 year of running this class, so I feel really good about going into the remainder of the weekend now.
Now, what I love about this father and son team is I came over here moments ago to talk to them, and they're working hard in the trailer. They're reviewing GoPro footage. Tell me a little bit about what you guys were doing, and I heard some great feedback that you were providing as well.
Well, we always review everything. We try to get as many cameras as we can. Obviously, we have an onboard camera that we go off of. I try to carry a camera. One of the crew guys will carry a camera up into the grandstands and watch him there. Then we have Paul Y'all Power Suspension, gathers a bunch of data. We have shock pots on this car, something I don't know that anybody else out here has up into the Pro 2, Pro 4 ranks. But he has a lot of data that he can come back and go to work on. And that's how we make the adjustments to the car, obviously. And then the onboard gives us a good look at input, steering input, how much he's actually using. With a little bit of limited time inside of these cars, or a Pro Buggy for me, I know how different it is when you're in the car versus getting out and going back and taking a look. There's a lot to be learned. As you remember it one way in the car, but when you watch it's like, oh wow, I actually did this instead of this. So there's a lot to be learned from that onboard for sure. And then you take a look at the outboard and see the attitude of the car and what's going on and where your line really was. It's impossible to explain to the fans how different the perspective is from inside the car versus outside the car, and how little the vision is for the drivers inside the car. So all of these tools are elements to help us really close that gap, because we were out to lunch here a year ago.
Well, you being the second set of eyes and having that unique perspective, what's some of the feedback you were giving your son based on what you were seeing here?
Well, he's really switched on, and honestly, most of my information is confirmation of what he already knows. So I'll say you've got to check up a little bit going on the right-hander. He was really focused on the rhythm section. We had to get through it. We didn't double it yesterday. We were able to double it for the first time ever today. But what that did was it launched him off into the right-hander too far. So he was driving in too far. I said, you got to check that up. So you've got to make the double, but then there's one more to hit, and you've got to gas it, but you've got to be checking up a little bit as well. I mean, it's a little magical dance that only he knows how to do, or the good guys know how to do, I should say. And then to not blow the right-hander and carry your speed. And then there's another section in the back coming over the big jump where you've got to line it up just right. Otherwise, it launches you out to the fence, and second to last lap, it did. It put him way out by the fence. So I said, you got to be careful there. You're carrying good speed now, so you've got to adjust that. And it's confirmation. He knew he was out by the fence, obviously, but the next time around, I just give a little reminder, hey man, be smart here. Don't overdrive it. And he checks up, and it's a team effort, man. I try to remind him. I tell him what I see. He's processing it and makes the adjustments.
Robert, it reminds me a lot of a quarterback and an offensive coordinator. Probably so valuable to have that second set of eyes, huh?
Yeah, and as you see with a lot of the veterans, you work with somebody on the radio while you're on track for so long. You just know the communication between one another becomes so well. So even when he's telling me distances between other people, or when he says, hey, this guy's a car width over to the left here, I know exactly what he means, how far he wants me to move left, right, in between, whatever the deal is, or at least what he's suggesting. Like he said, I might hear him say something and go, no, you're absolutely wrong, I'm not doing it. But it's at least that confirmation of, like he said, hey, this is what I'm seeing some other people doing. It's working for them. If you feel comfortable doing what you're doing now, and turn one of Chandler was a perfect example. I felt like the way I was running it was great. He's saying, hey, some other guys are opening it up. I think you've got some more room to work with there. So it's just good to have somebody on the radio that you've worked with for a long period of time. And like he said, just confirming everything along the way, and it lets me continue to focus on the things that I'm really trying to take advantage of on certain tracks that are more difficult than others.
Excellent. Gentlemen, thank you for the insight. Appreciate it. Keep her on four wheels.
Hey, let's
today.
not forget that I drew a 0 instead of a 6, so.
What's more important to being the spotter is pulling the right pill afterwards.
There you go.
Everybody did their job, man. The crew guys, Chris, Asa, Paul, No, obviously we have to thank Tommy Thompson, Magic Dry. I mean, without him, none of us are here. We're not able to play this game, but it just all went our way today. So yeah, we were pretty happy. It was sweet redemption. Now we got to close the deal.
And you don't speak Spanish, so you don't have to worry about.
I do speak Spanish. Cerveza.
You better watch.
Yeah, give me a beer.
You better watch what you ask for. They'll put you to work today. Good luck to this Production 1000 team today. Good job. All right, here we are at the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series in Mexico. And wait a minute, AMA Hall of Famer, Mr. Rob Muzzy, how you doing? Everybody's out here.
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
What are you doing at the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing
Over here
Series?
hanging out with the cool people.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
I'm helping out my friend Bobby Van Beekum here.
Okay. So all your racing technology carrying over into this UTV racing class, I imagine?
Well, it's all the same. Racing's racing.
Okay. How many guys do you have out here in this series?
I'm just helping Bobby.
Because I've seen your sticker a few different places. A lot of people like to run that Muzzy sticker.
Yeah, well, it's a good sticker, you know.
It sure is. Compared to all the different forms of racing you've been involved in, what's your impression of this wild stuff out here?
I think it's really good. It's exciting. It's a closed course, or a short course, so you can see it all. It's, I think it's really a great sport.
Pretty good show. And
Yeah.
what do you think about the fan support that they get down here in Mexico?
It's pretty amazing. I was here last year and just blown away by the grandstands. I mean, they were packed.
Yeah, they were. It's an awesome series. Give us a quick update. What's going on with you?
I'm just enjoying retirement, and I build a couple of engines here on the side in my spare time, and enjoying the races.
That's great. I got to sneak in one drag bike question. I know you being a former pro street guy, they're now going 640s on a street tire. What do you think about that?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's, you know, everything keeps progressing. You think, they'll never go any faster. It's just like the 640s. You go, now they're not going to go any faster. You watch. Somehow they'll figure it out.
Isn't it amazing?
It is.
And do you still have one of those championship bikes?
I do. Actually, I have the bike that Rickey Guitierez rode.
The ZRX or the ZX12?
The ZX12.
Oh, man. Well, I saw, you would love this, in Valdosta earlier this year. Ken Stotts was out there, okay? And he brought out the old Honda, the original. And I said, man, we got to have a reunion one of these days. Call it Brock Davidson and Keith Dennis and all these guys. And he said he's not so sure that bike could still make it down the track, but he likes the idea.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It would be fun. He says he's going to take it to Daytona Bike Week and whatnot. So hopefully you get yours out, because I know that was a legendary machine.
Well, right now it's just sitting, but anything's possible.
It sure is. Well, thanks a lot and good luck to your team. It was good seeing you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
There he is, the AMA Hall of Famer, Rob Muzzy. Take a look at this, guys. You'll see his sticker on the side of this UTV right here. Rob Muzzy, still involved after all these years. This is Estero Beach, Mexico, Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. Muzzy's doing a great job hopping up these UTVs. Here with Ronnie Anderson, comes into this race second in points in Turbo UTV. Ronnie, could you please give me an update on how the season has been going for you so far?
Yeah, season's been pretty good. Got 2/3 in Turbo UTV so far, so feeling good coming to Mexico. One of my favorite races with the tricky rhythm section, so can't wait to get out there. Lost wheel in qualifying, so starting third, not really where we want to be. We want to be up front, but should be a fun race, and can't wait to get out there.
How did you lose a wheel in qualifying? What happened there? Was it a failure?
I overloaded a little bit in the rhythm and kept running, knew something was wrong, and just wanted to make a few more laps before I had to pull off. And side loaded off one of the big tables out there, and it fell off, and caught cut one lap short, but it is what it is, and we're ready for the race.
So everybody is talking about this rhythm section. It sounds like not only is it challenging, but it can take a toll on equipment, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely tough, especially in the razors, because we don't have all of the speed of the trucks and all the suspension of the trucks as well. So it's definitely tricky coming in, fully committed, and you just don't want to catch a bad bounce and end up tumbling or breaking the equipment like I did in the qualifying.
So what's the key to getting through cleanly?
just stay smooth and consistent. Make sure you get a good run out of turn 2, and make sure that you know for sure that you can clear the first one, because if you don't, you're going for a wild ride for sure.
So what happens if you get out of shape and you can't clear that first one? What's the strategy then? Just single, single, single?
Oh, well, if you get out of shape, you either try to commit and kind of seat bounce into the next one and hopefully bottom out hard enough to where it carries you over, or fully lock up the brakes and just cruise through it after that.
That's, I give you a lot of respect that I'll be watching from the podium and not out there, so I wish you the best. Anything you'd like to add?
No, I just want to give it up to my whole team, RJ37, and all my sponsors, Polaris Razor, Rockstar Energy, Walker Evans Racing, BF Goodrich Tires, and just everyone else who helps us out. We have a great team here, so can't thank them all enough.
Good luck, man. Have a safe ride.
Thank you.
There you go. Ronnie Anderson looking to move up in the points. Here with Pro 2's Rickey G, Rickey Guitierez. Good to see you, man. We got so much to talk about. First thing, you're only 16 years old. You just got your driver's license, but you're out here in Pro 2 banging it up with some of the best of them. What's that like?
It's pretty surreal. I mean, like, it's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, but, you know, I'm having fun and racing against all the top guys, all the legends, Rob McCacker, Brian Deegan, all of them. It's pretty cool, and I'm always learning, always improving every time I go on the track, so we're going to see what we can do today. Qualified 7th and hopefully make up some spots and give the crowd a good show.
Excellent. Now, speaking of Brian Deegan, I understand he has really become your mentor, your coach. What's that like?
Yeah, so basically Brian has been helping out so much, and it's been really awesome, and I've been really improving just from him. He's been teaching me a lot of tips. We've been doing track walks. We have the same tire company, Mickey Thompson Tires. We go testing, and it's really cool learning from the best.
Big emotional showing for you down here. Your grandpa, who I understand grew up right across the street. Unfortunately, grandpa no longer with us. Our condolences there on him passing away a couple months ago, but I think it's so special you're dedicating this race to him. Tell me what that means to you. Yeah, it's a pretty special thing. Our grandpa was a good guy, and I know he would want to be down here to watch this, and so we're just going to race for him and give it all to him. We did a little community event for the churches on Thursday, and get to commemorate this to him. And you know what's so special is I heard there were 300 plus fans lined up, and you were throwing out t-shirts and hats. What did that feel like? That had to be humbling.
That was a really cool, like, emotionally happy, like, experience, and handing out all the kids and giving food away and signing posters and autographs, taking pictures. It was a really cool thing to do, and I really like doing those kind of things.
Excellent. We're going to wish you the best. Last thing I have for you here, because you came from mod carts, you don't know this track. You've never been on it. We don't run mod carts here. What's the key to learning a new track quickly?
I mean, just like the track walks are really important, and studying and watching footage at home. Like, I log on to Lucas Oil TV all the time and YouTube and watch like videos of the racers and their lines, and it's very tough, you know, coming to a new track, but I'm getting comfortable every time I go out, and I think we'll be ready.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Keep an eye on him. 16-year-old sensation Rickey G looking to tear it up today in Mexico. Here with Trevor Briska in the buggy category. Trevor, such a competitive year. You come in fourth, okay, but you're only 7 points out of the lead. So what's that feeling like?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely good because 7 points is one race easy. You know, a bad race happens, it's off-road, so just go out there, do what we can to get up on that top box and maximize our points out here.
What's the key to set up here in Mexico? I heard that rhythm section is nasty.
Yeah, you know, in the buggies it's not too bad for us, but the track in general, the turns break down a lot, and so just being consistent as a driver and comfortable in the car all race is pretty crucial.
How do you be consistent when the track is changing? That's got to be a fine art, a fine skill, you know?
Yeah, I guess just knowing your limits, like pushing as hard as you can without going over that line. As the track breaks down, that's when mistakes start happening. So just being on the edge of that line.
Got you. Now, I know that you race a lot of dirt bikes, and you said that kind of is your cross training, right?
Yeah, you know, I grew up riding dirt bikes, so I still love the sport, and I definitely feel like it helps just throttle control, cornering, just reflexes, like everything that you do on that bike crosses over into the cars.
Excellent. And that's a sport where the track changes all the time too, right?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Well, good luck to you, man. We
Thanks.
wish you the best. I know it's going to be tough out there. It seems like top 5, not separated by much.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a good race.
Trevor Briska, keep an eye on him. Special story here, Troy Cox. Welcome to the big leagues. Welcome to the big boys. first race in Pro 4. How you feeling?
Super excited. It's a fast track out there, a little bit technical. Just hopefully we can get the thing around it and make it all the way around, get to the finish line.
You've been on a motocross bike, you've been in a Pro Lite, been in a Pro 2. How would you compare any of those to the beast that is a Pro 4?
It's completely different style driving. I mean, this thing just rips around corners like an animal. I mean, haven't spent a lot of time even in a Pro 2 truck, and after jumping from my Pro 2 truck into this Pro 4 truck, it's it just screams around the track. It's like nothing I've ever driven.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And here in Mexico, with such unbelievable fan support, what's that been like for you?
Well, I love Mexico. Like I said, I've come down here for quite some time now, and the fans down here are great. Everybody, super nice. If you need a hand out or a hand up, there's plenty of people willing to help you out. So, down here the culture's great. Love the tacos, and people awesome as well.
Love it. Anything you'd like to add about your experience here?
I'm just glad my family got to make it down here. The team down here has been great, helping us out. And then a couple other guys coming by and helping out as well. Just glad to be down here racing.
Good luck to you, man.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Getting ready for his debut in Pro 4. Here with Mickey Thomas, looking to continue to climb the points in the Pro Lite category. Great season. Fill me in on how it's been going so far for you.
Yeah, it's been going pretty well. We won last round in Phoenix, and we got pole there. So just trying to carry that momentum into Mexico here, and just kind of keeping that going. We're 2 points out of the lead, so hopefully we can stay consistent today and at least get on the podium. We got a good start on the outside front row, so we'll see how it kind of pans out.
And you told me you cracked this body in practice, right? So we're going to leave it on for good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about what happened.
I had a little accident in practice. Just made a mistake, kind of on me, and flipped it over. But guys did a great job getting it fixed. We had a little bit of damage, and they got it running perfect again. So it felt great in qualifying, and should be perfectly fine throughout the race.
You feel like you learned a lesson that may help you?
Yeah, definitely. You gotta stay committed at this track. So just got to be real committed through the corners, real committed through the whoops, and just really got to go for it. So yeah, it didn't hurt my confidence at all, and I think we'll have a good shot at the race today.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you. I know you travel a long way for this, right? 25 hours from Georgia.
Right. Yep, long haul. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, good luck. Keep an eye on him in Pro Lite. Take a look at this carnage. This is a Pro 2 motor. Here's what happened yesterday at the race. Take a look. Blew a hole through the cases.
Both sides.
Both sides. Now my man over here, what's your name, sir?
Michael.
Michael.
My last name's Cox.
Nice to meet you, Michael.
Mike Cox.
Are you with Troy Cox?
No.
Okay. Who was running this motor right here?
Cole Mayers, I think his last name is.
Okay.
Right here.
There he is. And what we're trying to do is save the head off this thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever seen one this bad?
I've never seen an LS motor this bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is bad.
Let's give you another look at this LS motor. Let us know in the comments, have you ever seen one this bad? This is crazy. What's the official model of this motor? LS?
LS3.
LS3, okay. Wow, take a look at this side.
This side's window too.
Oh my God, how does that happen? No oil pressure?
I don't know.
Man, was that late in the race that happened?
I guess last lap, yeah.
On the very last lap, here's what happened. Wow, on this LS3 motor. Cracked the piston. This is terrible.
You can see too, this piston. See how it's cattywamped? This side's below the deck and this side's above it.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Not much left, huh?
No. This is gonna be the bad side. That head's salvageable. Yeah, this is clear out.
Are you the driver, sir?
No.
No. What do you make of this carnage over here?
Expensive.
Oh, it sure is.
Very expensive.
What do you think we're talking about in terms of cost?
These from Lucas are $9,900.
$9,900 for these motors. Unbelievable. At least you can save the heads, because the heads aren't cheap.
Well, they can't reuse the heads in the series. Because
So
the engines have to be totally sealed as they come from Lucas.
Okay, so they'll use the head for a different application?
I'm going to use the heads of my Ford Bronco.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good to know it's not going to waste.
Yeah.
Anything else that might be salvageable? Like the valve springs?
Take the cam.
Take the cams?
Yeah. And that front cover.
Okay.
But the block's pretty much done, you know?
Yeah, that block is toast.
This rod.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you for the close look. Racing is, it certainly takes a lot of cubic dollars to keep a race team going. Isn't that the truth?
And patience.
Yeah, and patience.
You know, because this is frustrating.
This is devastating.
Yeah. So, and I'm just a random bystander.
You're a random bystander.
Yeah.
And they told you could have the parts.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Where are you from?
Chino, California.
Chino, and you came all the way down here to Mexico and you get some parts.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, where's the team that this came out of? Right here?
Falcon.
Okay, so they're out of practice right now. We'll check in with them in a little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks for the close look. Again, take a look. My goodness. Well, this gentleman who is a motorhead performance freak, he was at the right place, the right time. That's pretty darn cool, though.
Yeah.
So good luck on your Bronco.
Oh, thanks, man.
You got it. Wow. You never know what you're going to see out here at the races. Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. This is wild.
Make sure that training is going in a second the right way.
How you doing, Cole? How's that new motor feel?
I don't know. That one? This one. That one's got a few holes in her foot.
I'm so sorry about that. What happened yesterday?
I don't really know. There's about 3 holes in the side of the motor. We lost the bearings and a couple wrist pins into the skid plate. But you know what? We did a good break-in process on the motor in qualifying this morning. Was easy on it for about a straightaway, and then we let her E, and now the truck's fastest qualifier. So
There you go. Did you have any warning signs before that one let go, or did it just pop?
No, it just popped. You know, what they always say is they run the best right before they let go. But
really,
we're proving the people the new motor run just as good too.
Okay, excellent. Well, good luck to you today, and we hope that it's a nice trouble-free day for you.
So my crew, I can't thank them enough. They stayed up all night working on this thing.
How many hours you think for the motor change?
Ooh, man, we worked on it until 3:30 this morning. Woke up at 5 o'clock again this morning and start working on it again.
How about that?
So they're running on about a 2-hour power nap, but first place qualifying wakes them up a little bit.
There you go. Well, good luck to you, and appreciate the hard work to get back out here.
Yep.
Good luck. You can see a true labor of love out here for racing. There you go. I'm sorry I don't have any stickers. They may though. I'm sorry. Give you a look at the new power plant. Well protected, well covered. Constant flurry of activity here in the pits, especially in the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. Here comes the heads. Woo!
Comparable. Yeah. Not bad. What's going on?
It's gonna hop up your Bronco.
Yeah. Is it right or no?
Oh, ouch.
So these are supposed to be sealed from GM. Like valve covers on different sides and all kinds of weird shit. Yeah. One guy got one with no compression, so we're thinking they're fucking falling apart. They do tear them down. They go through.
Right, so we made it here to Estero Beach. We decided to wrap this day with getting some tacos in the only way that we thought was appropriate, and that is driving everyone's race car here. Completely unsanctioned.
It was a short trip, but it was a fun trip. Is everybody ready? We're going to wrap this. You know how that goes, right? 1, 2, 3, all right? That's 1, 2,